Hello, everybody, and welcome to Streaming Rainbow. You might see some very familiar faces here, and I'm one of them. Hi, I'm Eli, one of the founders of Streaming Rainbow, and we are here to introduce one of our favorite guests for a real big treat. Welcoming to the GM seat, Em, to tell us what kind of cool game we're going to be playing over the next few weeks. So I'm going to pass it on to Em. Welcome to the seat.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here, and this game is Centrifuge, our game of Rocket Club, a game by me. As of the time that you're hearing this, Rocket Club should be in open playtesting. And I encourage you to check it out and playtest it and take it for a run. I'm sure there's a link somewhere. Somewhere for you to follow that. But Rocket Club is a game of a precocious group of middle school rocketry nerds who find themselves in a situation where they have to save their little town from an alien invasion. And I'm very excited to be here with Streaming Rainbow, one of my very favorite places on the internet, and share this game with you. I think I'll let everyone introduce themselves, and then we can get into the game. Sera, you want to go first?
Sure. Hi, I'm Sera. I'm one of the Streaming Rainbow founders, and I am playing Calvin Kelly, fun jock nerd guy, and I am looking forward to playing this game. Let's move on.
Yeah. Cam?
Hi, I'm Cam. I'm going to be playing Patrick Stoutmeyer, Professional Zero, and Unfortunate Wallflower.
Love them already. Eli?
You committed to that voice, and I'm very excited for that. Yeah. Hey guys, it's me again. It's Eli. And I am going to be playing Ember. She, her. She's the new kid in town.
Buenos tardes. Me llamo David. I'll be playing Oscar. Someone who doesn't know when to stop talking, and even if he did, probably still wouldn't. Also, friend to hermit conspiracy theorists.
So David's playing himself.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm going to be playing Niamh, your friendly local moth-obsessed goth and rocket-obsessed goth. And we're just going to kind of see how she shakes out. Happy to be playing her. Happy to be having Em here. I'm super excited to get this game going.
Cool. Before we dive into the story, I wanted to just touch on our safety tools really quick. Everybody has filled out some lines and veils. And one thing I wanted to talk specifically about is harm to children, which everybody listed as a veil. And in this game, you are playing children who may be in danger. So I wanted to just unpack a little bit how we can frame that in this game so that everybody feels good about it. And I have to say, Cam, I was super inspired by the way you did safety tools in one of the Scheherazade games with kids, and it was inspirational for me. So one thing, any harm that will happen to the player characters would be in the form of a condition which the player is entirely in control of. What that is, what it's called, what happens there. How how is everyone comfortable like framing injuries and violence when kids, the PCs and the NPCs are involved?
I'll definitely start off.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Absolutely.
I think my like uncomfortability with the like child violence of it all would be if it's described in any like graphic detail, right?
Okay.
Like besides like general detail of like, oh, he fell down and like got cuts or like broke a leg or they like so and so or like got hurt. So like I don't think it needs to go like farther than that, other than like the obvious like narrative plot moving forward.
Yeah.
Something has happened.
Yeah, I kind of, to tag onto that, like especially as somebody who's played in a game where truly terrible things happen to children in a previous Streaming Rainbow campaign, that was still okay because it was in the genre. So it's the gratuitous cruelty, I think, is a big one. Like, unnecessary. And I don't mind if there's harm or danger to us because we're all fully grown adults making informed choices, no matter what age we're playing. But like, if it's for an NPC, does an action have to happen? If it makes sense for the story, I'm totally down without going into gory detail. This is not a horror game necessarily. This is not Call of Cthulhu. We don't have to. This is not a slasher film necessarily, so we don't necessarily need all that information. But yeah, so anything gratuitous, no gratuitous violence, harm to children for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say I agree with the previous two, but for me it was also the idea that I feel like I've been able to play this game actually with you before. I feel like I know, like I trust where you know the line is, but it's still good to communicate that, right? So, like I think in terms of like what I've seen you do before and what I think you have in mind for this type of game, the light would be green, but I think in terms of like general safety tools, it's yellow in the ways that I know you do take precaution.
Okay.
So it's like almost reinforcing a boundary as opposed to like trying to establish a new one.
Right.
Just to add a little nuance there from myself.
I was like happy to see that in everyone's forums, just because I think that's a good conversation to have with a game where you're playing children and it's kind of focused on children. So yeah.
I feel much the same. I don't really feel like I have anything to add to any of that. I think everybody here is very articulate in expressing how they feel about harm to children.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that hasn't been said that I would say. So
Excellent. Okay. Perfect. And yeah, I think that all really aligns with how I would run things anyway. And it's just also consider those places where you are in control of what happens to your character, how that plays out as well. So let's go. So we're starting off on a Saturday evening in early fall, just a few weeks into the school year, and all of you have a plan to meet up at the new local roller rink, Wheel World, to film a new viral video. So your friend, I'm not sure if we would say friend, the member of your club who's been sort of forced upon you, Macon, your social media manager, has put this plan together where you're going to film a new video at the roller rink with a new construction that you've all just put together, a pair of rocket skates, and he has everything all planned out. It's in his mind. He has the whole cinematic thing that he's going to put together. And you are expected to meet him there at 7 o'clock by the snack bar. So let me ask you, who gets there early? Who gets there late? Do any of you come together?
Ember would volunteer to swing by on her oversized scooter to pick up anybody who needs a ride, but would be very quiet. Like, she'd just be like, I mean, if anybody wants a ride, and that's it. No follow-up whatsoever. So
I think Calvin is early as heck because he is enthused about rocket skates.
All right.
Yeah, I think Oscar is a punctual 5 to 10 early.
Okay.
Niamh is going to show up the appropriate 10 to 15 late to maintain her street cred.
Her aura.
Yeah.
Niamh's aura farming.
Aura
Scene
point.
1.
All right.
I'm gonna yes and that, but the
I'm too
real
old to
person
know what
doesn't
that
know
is.
what that means.
If no one wants a ride, Ember shows up like a minute late, just as a type of rebellion that no one really understands what she's rebelling against. That's
Well,
just for
That's
her.
so good.
Just a point of clarification: it's 7 in the morning, right? Not 7
No, in the
p.m.
evening. In the evening.
In the
PM.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm there right at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Especially if we didn't have to leave the school. I don't think I'm early. I don't think I'm late. I don't think anybody notices.
Okay. Yeah. A question for Niamh is how like socially aware is Niamh? Like picking up on other people's like moods and feelings toward her.
I don't know. Can we roll about it?
Sure. Yeah. What do you? Excellent. A roll already.
First roll.
So in Rocket Club, everyone has four traits that they'll have points in. So what trait do you want to roll with?
Oh, it's got to be Grace.
Yeah, Grace makes sense there.
Grace feels exactly what I'm rolling with. So on my outcome die, I got a success with a 6.
All right.
With my side effect, I also got a 6, so I guess I get something extra.
Nice.
And then with my mood, I rolled with, let's see. I rolled with hope. Aw.
So you have some points in Grace, right? Too.
I do.
So this is a really good roll. So you probably don't want to, but with those points, you could re-roll any of those dice up to 2. If hope doesn't seem right, you could maybe re-roll hope, or you can just leave it.
I think we're just gonna leave it for now.
Yeah. So I think earlier in the week, throughout the week, you've picked up that Macon is already mad at you because he wanted you to be the one to wear the skates and do the stunt. And you maybe didn't like just say no, but you got out of it. And he's just been like curt with you and like just really passive aggressive, mad at you, and will probably be further mad at you for being late. He has no power over you whatsoever, so I don't know if that matters to you, but it is a fact, and you know it.
I think she'll like circuitously like swing by the candy store on the way in and like sneak in some like outside snacks. Like the roller rink is new and shiny and great, but sometimes they still somehow manage to have stale candy from 5 years ago. So she'll bring in like the good stuff and just kind of like offer it to everybody as like a quiet apology, although she's not going to verbalize one.
Okay. With that extra on your side effect die, you get like a little bonus, like something else that you do as well.
Oh,
A weird roll for that. Do you have any ideas of what that might be, or does anyone at the table have an idea of like what a little bit more could come out of that?
can I bank it for should I need it?
Um, I guess if it like relates directly to this, like maybe
Okay.
you've got like a little bit more of something on Macon.
Maybe if you can get Macon's vibe right in the moment of where we are. Maybe if he gives off weird vibes during this TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Mm, yeah.
you're kind of like plugged into him. How about this? I'll give you an extra reroll for something having to do with him
Okay, great.
that you can
I
use
love that.
whenever that happens. So Patrick was going to get there about on time. Any chance he would hop on the scooter with Ember?
Not unless explicitly told that he has to.
Oh, okay.
Patrick is like growing up to be guy in the chair kind of vibes.
All right. All right. Well, I think we'll start outside the roller rink. It's September. It's right about 7:00, and sun's already going down here in Wisconsin. We're in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The roller rink itself is like this. It looks like it was converted from an old warehouse building, like stone steps going up to the front, big neon sign, Wheel World. The two E's are both like wheels of a roller skate up above it. Past it, you can see out to the beach and the lake beyond. And walking across the parking lot, Patrick, as you come up, you see sitting along like the railing on the steps, three older kids who you know very well, your cousins, the BO boys. These are let me find them. Buddy, Barry, and Brandon Onis. Your teenage older cousins, just kind of like hanging out front, kind of harassing people as they're coming in. You spot them from a distance as you're walking up. What do you do?
Patrick stands a little too long and watches, I think, a little too much, and just like immediately his face turns bright red. He grips the handles of his backpack and tries to ball up into like the smallest form he could get in ever and quietly move past them without them seeing him, because every time those boys see their little cousin, they always have to make a big fuss about it, and they're like the only people in town that would ever do that.
Okay. Do you want to make a roll here to slip by them unseen?
Yes, I would
Yeah.
love to make a design roll very
Okay.
thoughtfully, just like trying to skirt around the outskirts of wherever they are.
Right.
Okay, let me pull up my little cheat sheet so I know what these rolls are. Okay, my outcome roll. Ooh, is a 5.
All right.
We got a side effect, which is a 3. And my mood is also a 3. Oh, I'm so angry.
Yeah, so yeah, you succeeded. The side effect is you look foolish, and the mood is anger. Do you want to reroll anything there? Do you have points in design?
I have 3 points in design, so I will re-roll my side effect and my mood.
Okay.
Actually, I don't. I just want to re-roll my mood. I like that I look foolish. I
Yeah.
think Patrick always looked foolish. Ooh, okay, I got a 6, so my mood is love. I'm gonna re-roll
Interesting.
that again. Hope. I like that one.
Okay.
I re-rolled a hope.
Yeah. Oh, and we completely skipped this on Courtney's roll. So for your mood, you have a on your character sheet a prompt for each of the moods. And we skipped
shit.
that. Yeah. So I think you managed to clock where their attention is, walk behind somebody else who has a big backpack and slip by them. How do you look
Here's the
foolish?
thing, my hope is stand up for someone.
Okay. So here's the thing. If it's a question, you'll answer the question. If it's a statement, you have a choice. You can mark experience and do that thing, or just it's sort of something that you're urged to do, and you can kind of push that urge down. Let me go ahead and give you an opportunity there, because as you kind of you were getting there right on time, you paused to kind of clock where people are moving, where your cousins are, and sneak past. So as you're going up that last step to get past them, Ember rolls up on her scooter. Noisy power scooter. And part of, I think, why you managed to slip by at that last minute is because they saw her immediately and are standing up, moving down the steps, nudging each other with their elbows, moving toward Ember to harass her. So there's someone you have the urge to stand up for, and you can decide whether you follow that urge or not. And also tell us why you look foolish.
I think there's a part of Patrick that stands tall and visualizes telling off his cousins, because this is somebody who he is in a club with. So they're going to do an experiment. They need to leave her alone, and by extension him alone. And he can imagine himself saying, what do you think that Uncle Kramer is going to say? And them kind of cowering in fear, and also a little bit of admiration for the first time that Patrick stands up for himself and for other people. And as he takes a step forward, he trips over his shoelace, and his big old backpack pushes him forward because his balance is off. His center of gravity is way too low, and he falls face down and just gets a big old bloody lip and starts to cry.
Oh no. Yes, which your cousins completely miss, because you're already past them. And they step down and are walking toward Ember. What's Ember doing as you're rolling into this situation?
Ember absolutely clocked these douchebags. So she rolls up. So her scooter has a wider, it's not it's not like a razor scooter. It's almost like she added handlebars to a big skateboard. So it's actually a skateboard base, because there's room. She wants to have room to have other people on. It's not just this tiny little scooter. So she almost kicks up the to fold the scooter back up, because it is collapsible. She kicks up the skateboard and it folds, and it's this practiced, she definitely practiced this move at home so many times to make sure it looks as cool as possible, and she's trying to look as unbothered as possible. And so she kicks it up and folds up her scooter and just walks past them really? Nothing better to do, guys? And it's just powering through to go past.
Okay. I think Brandon Onus, the charming leader of the group, like kind of puts himself in front of you a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, hey, you came back to see us again, and now you're just gonna like run off just like last time?"
I mean, you're not called the BO boys for nothing. I want to get away from you. Can I go?
Barry, the tall dumb one, is like, "Hey, that's like we're called the BO boys because that's our names. It's our like initials."
It's unfortunate. Okay.
I think Brandon again is like, "Hey, let me take a ride on that scooter, and then I'll do a little loop, and then you can go in, whatever."
No. And yeah, she's just going to like almost like gripping around the part of like the handlebar part of it, as so the wheels are out almost like a shield or a battering. She's going to just like push through and go through. So I can definitely do a roll for that to push past them.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Sounds like impact.
That's what I was going to do. Impact. Oh, well, I think I know what my one roll is going to be. Okay. So, yeah, I have one reroll in impact, which is good because my outcome was a 1, which is a misfire. So let's do this again. But my my side effect was something extra, and my mood is love.
All right.
Nope, still a failure. It's a 3.
All right. All right. Yeah. So they kind of just like make a wall in front of you, and like completely block your way. Let me ask first. What's your prompt for love?
What memory of your old life comes to mind? So
Yes. What do you think?
I think this what did you call them? Cerberus of
Delinquency.
When confronted with this, I think Ember has, as a military kid who does a ton of moving around, she hasn't had much luck with having solid friend groups, that she just never has put the time into making those connections and keeping them, because even with technology being what it is today, everyone gets busy. Our lives are the most important thing. So we forget what's not right in front of us. But this moment brings up a memory of like 5th grade, where she had a cadre of like, something magical happened in 5th grade where it was just like the perfect mix of personalities, where like she had a crew of like, not that they were never bullies, but like she had a crew, and she like, she's having that memory of like, remember that time when I wouldn't be standing alone in front of a group of assholes.
Yeah.
So I think that's the memory that pops up for her.
Cool. I have a pitch for your extra on that.
Okay.
How about one of your friends comes out of the building? Somebody who's gotten there before you.
Amazing.
Who is it?
Well, it's definitely not Niamh, who is not here yet.
Not there yet.
Buying candy. Let's do. Okay, I'm gonna roll even odd. Even it's Calvin. Odd it's Oscar. So it's odd. So Oscar. comes out.
All right. Yeah, and Oscar, you had just gotten there not too long ago. I'm not sure what possesses you to pop your head back out the door.
I think probably trying to be a bit of like a people pleaser. What's his name? Macon?
Yeah, Macon.
Macon probably was like, "Where's Niamh? I haven't seen her." And Oscar probably offered, "Oh, I can go out and check the parking lot. I'll go keep an eye out for her." And maybe seeing Ember push past the BO boys, which truly is almost taken me out 4 times already. Every time we say it, I have to do everything in my power to keep it under control. Great choice on that. Yeah. So I think he runs into Ember. Oh, hey, Ember, have you?
The first thing you see is actually Patrick, who has just fallen down outside. At the top
That's
of the
right.
step.
Totally ate shit.
Yeah. Oh God, buddy. Patrick, are you okay?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. He wipes snot and tears and blood away from his face.
Oh, no.
And that was a success.
And I think Oscar used to having wipes and like paper towels in his pockets for other reasons. Kind of hands Patrick a little packet of Kleenex. Hey, here you go, guy. It's you. That was cool, man. I don't know what you were doing, but it looked cool.
I tripped and fell. Thanks.
It
for
was
tissue, Oscar.
you could have you maybe you tripped, but you could have tricked me, you know.
You're funny.
Yeah. I try here. Why don't we get up? Here, let me help you up.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. His backpack weighs so much. It's so heavy.
Yeah, and I think you also see Ember then, like, just down the bottom of the steps, being harassed by the BO boys.
I think as Ember like comes up, Oscar just says, "Hey, I hope they weren't bothering you too much."
Are they going to let me pass? I don't think...
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to, like, grab you or anything, so I think you can, like, push your way through, and they're just kind of, like, sticking beside you, like, following you up and harassing you still.
Yeah, I think Ember rolls her eyes.
Yeah. Aren't you guys like in high school? Don't you have anybody else to talk to? Why are you talking to a bunch of kids? Weirdos.
We just want to ride the scooter. She's being a
Yeah,
bitch
that's
about it.
even weirder. You're harassing a child over a scooter. Grow up.
It's really hard when you can't get a driver's license because you're too stupid to do it. So
We're literally children.
I think they're just like, I mean, it's true. Like you are correct. But they don't know how to respond to that, and they're like, "Fine, why don't you just go and like roller skate or whatever?"
Thank you.
God, I love being paralyzed by just the bitchiest middle schoolers. True nightmare.
Yeah, I don't have an 11-year-old. Yeah, let's go, Ember. Hurry up.
Yeah, back inside, as you are heading through the door, what has Calvin been doing the like 10 minutes before everyone else that he got there?
Calvin has been at the snack bar because his allowance just came in.
Okay.
and he has himself a large cherry Pepsi, and he is nursing that right now, and just waiting for the moment when the rocket skates get strapped onto someone, hopefully his feet.
Yeah, Calvin is, I mean, second choice, but Calvin is the choice of the skater. So yeah, and Macon has been there as well. There's like the little food window grill in the back. They make like terrible hamburgers and fries and bags of chips and stuff like that. Macon has been
nachos, nasty ass nachos
Yeah,
with a thin film
Yeah.
from sitting uncovered for too long.
Walking tacos.
microwave cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lock me down.
Macon has been posted up there for a while, just like at one of the little tables outside the snack window, just waiting for everybody. And everybody except for Niamh now, I think, comes rolling up into the snack bar. The roller rink is bumping. It's a Saturday evening, like half your school is there. There's like the entry, there's a little arcade off to one side, the snack bar, and then the big glorious skating rink with the disco ball up above and the lights shining and flashing around. Let me throw a question to Sera. What's the music that's playing when everybody assembles?
Oh, the music is we decided we were in the 90s, right?
No, contemporary.
Oh, we're contemporary?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which means this roller rink is being run by millennials.
Yeah.
I don't know contemporary music.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Palantir took over our town.
It's Bad Bunny. It's Bad Bunny.
All right.
Baboni.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's bumping through the speakers, sound of voices and chattering and skates on slick hardwood. And yeah, the four of you arrive there with Macon, who's seated at a table. He's like trying to be cool. He's got his like chair turned around. He's sitting on it backwards. Short kid, like jaw length black hair, denim jacket. He's wearing a Hamilton t-shirt. Just waiting for everybody to get there. So excited. And we didn't actually get descriptions of everybody. So let me tell me what your characters look like as you come up into the snack area and meet with Macon.
Well, Calvin is he's a tall boy. He's the kind of tall boy in middle school who, they've just gone through a growth spurt, and so everything's still awkward in their body. He wears jeans and a polo shirt with stripes, and you can tell that it's just a little too short. Like when he reaches up, it shows his midriff a little bit because his mom hasn't figured out that she needs to start buying from the big and tall shop. And he just has a great big smile on his face as he nurses his cherry Pepsi.
Ember is average height, 5'6", 5'7", and you can't tell what kind of shape they're in because she is completely drowning in an oversized hoodie of some random school. Like it's like pick a school that she's been to. Here we go. It's just like whatever works. And wearing a baseball cap, and some kind of looser fitting jeans, some Chucks. Very like you get the impression that she kind of wants to have a skater vibe, but like maybe she was inspired by a parent that was like wanted to be a skater boy in the 90s. That's kind of like the style. But yeah, what you can't see is kind of like dishwater blonde hair, kind of pale eyes, pale blue eyes. But she does a lot to stay pretty nondescript as she pops up. Definitely reaches a fist out to Calvin to fist bump. Like, hey.
Do you want to go, Cam, or?
Oh, sure. So Patrick is like the smallest kid you've ever seen in your life. He's 11 years old, but he looks like an 8-year-old. His eyes are like bigger than his whole face, and they're like this like greenish yellow, like really, really pretty. His hair is like a dirty blonde, almost brown, and it is in the same cut and style as Buddy, Barry, and Brandon, the BO boys, which is of course a mullet. Much to his own chagrin, he does not cut his own hair. His hands are like small, like little baby hands, that the nails have just like bitten
Nightmare.
all off. He is wearing this big, oversized hoodie that he can just like stuff things into. No matter the weather, he is wearing jeans with holes like ripped in the knees. He has these like dirty, like red and white sneakers that have obviously like been passed down or are from Goodwill or something, but they fit his like little hoof-like small feet. And when he walks, like Oscar walks in front of him, he takes like at least 3 steps to match one of his. And I think if like you had to describe an animal that he looked like, it would be a turtle, because his backpack is like so big and so cluttered. And he like wobbles when he just tries to stand still.
Horrifying.
He described like an Annabelle doll of a human.
Yeah.
And what, I'm supposed to sit here and take this serious? Jesus. Whew.
Yeah, David. Follow that up.
Describe the fucking hands. Little tiny baby.
Look at this little Chucky doll who's gonna do science with us.
His little tiny hands measure the beakers better. Oh my god.
Don't forget the hooves, though. The hooves.
Oscar is pretty average height. Maybe like a skosh short for 11 going on 12. What's that? Like 5'2" ish. It's probably average, somewhere in there. It's got like a mop of not quite curly hair, but maybe a little more than wavy. Maybe what you'd call like something close to like Roman curls. And he's got like as puberty rounds that corner, he's got just the tiniest bit of hairs that are darker on like the very bottom of his lip. Yeah, and he's just like an average kid of an average build. He's wearing what are we in Wisconsin? So he's probably wearing like he's wearing some like Lee jeans with some like shit kicker boots and like a Carhartt duck canvas hoodie with like a, I don't know, army green shirt.
You can't see him. Gotta go hunting.
Yeah. So as you all come up, Macon is like, hey, club, and kind of like looking past you a little bit. He's like, Oscar, where's Niamh?
I found everybody.
Where's
except Niamh.
is she like blowing this off? Like we need
Probably not. That doesn't sound like Niamh. I feel like she would absolutely communicate her very real feelings about why she wouldn't want to show up. So something tragic must have happened, and it's probably just insensitive of you to assume that she has animus in her heart for you.
I actually didn't assume that, but like it just seemed like she wasn't really taking this project.
Well, nobody suggested it, and you kind of brought it up, so.
Ember, meanwhile, is texting Niamh like Macon is freaking like ha 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 ha. So like just like shit posting.
I think I discovered the type of chatty person Oscar is, and it's going to be uncomfortable for everyone.
Should have expected that.
Sorry.
It's like kind of like looks at her. So do you think she's on her way? Should we get started? Like, I think this is going to be like the best thing that we've done ever. It'd be great to have everybody here for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. She'll be here. It's gonna be fine. Like, hey, do you want to relax? Here, this will help you relax.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it like...
the Ember reaches into their front pocket and like pulls out a sugar glider. Here, settle this.
Yeah.
He's kind of like stunned a little bit. Is everyone familiar with the sugar gliders?
The club is for sure, because like Ember, like they come to school with Ember.
Okay.
Whether they're allowed to or not. They're always incognito mode, just hiding in something. So I will leave it to you. I don't know how much. I mean, so probably at this point, I mean, yeah. She's not big on like sharing. She's really just doing it to freak him out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's like startled, and then kind of like just shifts focus a little bit. He's like, I still say if we could attach a rocket to the sugar gliders, it would be a cool video.
Hey,
yeah?
Try it.
Well, I'm not really that great with the rocket stuff.
Yeah, we know. Puts it back in, puts the glider back in her pocket.
But can you imagine the tiny jetpack?
They have gliders.
I was imagining like a tiny little Falcon suit for a sugar glider.
Mm-hmm.
Like just little wings.
We might have to think about that. I don't know how they would feel having any kind of propulsion attached to their body. They're a little skittish.
You ever seen anybody sad on a jet ski?
Have you ever seen an animal on a jet ski happy?
A dog?
Dog and sugar glider are very different energies.
Very true. You would know more.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't you like grab some food or whatever, and we'll wait. I guess we'll check his watch. Like a few more minutes. She'll probably be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Cal's got it though, right?
Yeah. It's just like there's things to be done. We need to set up. I've got some backup cameras. It's a whole project. Like we've talked about it.
All right. She goes to like get something from the concession stand.
All right. And the BO boys didn't come in to the roller rink because they've already been kicked out.
Of course they have.
Yeah. But yeah, a little bit later, I think Niamh rolls up. The BO boys are gone by this time. There's a few kids hanging out front. You don't run into any issues. Can just stroll right in and you see your friends hanging out at a table at the snack bar.
Yeah. So what we see is a perfectly average height for an 11-year-old of 4'5".
All right.
She has long dark hair. She's got light eyes. She's a little experimenting with makeup, is what we'll say. And then it's nighttime. She doesn't care. She's got these round green glasses on. It's a signature look for her. And she's carrying like 2 bags, like not huge bags, but like 2 little bags of candy. And she kind of like skirts around the older teenagers working there and just kind of like shows up at the table. Hi, guys. And she kind of dumps everything out into the middle. I brought snacks.
Ooh, hot tamales.
Awesome.
So, like, have you started yet?
Oh,
Eric, what happened to your lip?
Oh, hi, Niamh. I fell.
Oh,
It was cool.
yeah, it was cool. Eric felt really cool.
Yeah, they really. I thought they did it on purpose. That's how cool it was.
I missed it. I was fighting with
That's also how cool it was. It's also stealth.
teenagers.
Well,
Sort of Schrodinger's fail. It was both seen and unseen.
oh, that's kind of
And-
like the cat, right?
Good, and, yeah.
Cool.
I like Rick and Morty. Not a lot of people like can really understand it. It's a little bit like you gotta like know a little bit more about stuff.
Yeah, I've watched. I've watched some
Yeah,
of
but
it.
do you like get it? Because there's like a lot there. Like every frame, really.
You know what? We can talk about it sometime.
Let's get some rockets on your feet. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, no. It takes so long to lace up these boots. I super can't. And like Calvin's so excited. Look, Calvin is literally vibrating. He wants to play this with these rocket skates so bad.
Well, I'm not gonna tell Macon.
Oh, Megan already knows.
Yeah, and Macon is like with you.
Yeah, we talk about Macon like Macon's
In
not
the
there
third person
all the time.
in front of Macon.
That's pretty much how it goes, yeah.
I got you
Worst.
I got you these like Maltesers. You like Maltesers, Macon?
Fuck are Maltesers?
A Canadian
Okay,
candy,
Canadian
apparently.
trash.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, David doesn't like anything that is mildly British, so that's the blind spot right there.
Violently American.
Yeah, Macon, Maltesers.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's great. Thanks. So here's what we need to do. All right, Calvin is going to be wearing the skates.
Yes.
Let me lay out again my vision. I'm going to be on the main camera. Oscar, you have the backup camera. I trust your vision to it. I think we're on the same wavelength on this. We've talked about it. Like you're going to get the close up as Calvin comes by heading toward the curve. I'm going to kind of pull back, track the one loop around the entire course. First things first, we need to get our song going. So, yeah. He's having trouble remembering Patrick's name, but he'll point at you.
Oh, it's Patrick.
What?
You could call me Eric as well if you want to. It's not really a big deal, but I just wanted to say that I cooked something up last night. He ruffles through his big backpack and pulls out like a little vial of like brown liquid. This is a little bit of a jet fuel injection. It should clean out any of the quote unquote pipes of the jet propulsion engine strapped to the skates, and I just thought maybe it would be cool if we, and definitely safer for Calvin if I did a little bit of maintenance before we did the photo shoot.
Will it make him go fast?
Yes, very fast.
All right. Yeah, I love that. Love that. I mean, faster the better. Big, like we want this. It's big. So, why don't you and Calvin work on setting that up? And Niamh and Ember, could you like go up to the DJ and request the song that we talked about?
Yeah. What? Could you just like quick remind me what song was that?
What song was it?
Yeah.
Sabrina
Ember,
Carpenter, please, please, please.
Ember's
Pony
like,
Club.
yeah, there we go. Pink Pony Club.
Hot to go.
Oh
Hot to
no,
go.
Hot to
Hot
Go's
to
the
Go.
one.
Perfect.
Hot to Go's the one.
Yeah.
Ember's like, yeah, it's Hot to Go, right?
Yeah,
Is that the one?
you know
Cool.
it.
Great. Yeah. I'm Niamh, are you cool? You wanna go? Okay. Walks off with Niamh and it's like, I don't know why we're asking for a song when we absolutely should add the audio in after the fact.
Yeah.
Like,
So we can time it to exactly how. Yeah, I
Right?
get it.
But
But it's his
he-
vision.
he's supposed to know like how this shit works, right? I don't know. By the way,
Supposedly.
you look great, by the way.
Thanks.
Okay. Let's go. Talk to a DJ, I guess.
This looks like a stark foreshadowing into God, I hope not my future.
As Oscar goes to set up for the backup cam, he thinks about the difference in weight distribution between Niamh and Calvin and thinks about how much more off that would be now if we fuel injected the rockets, and thinks a little bit about the trebuchet incident.
Oh God, not the.
And for reasons truly unknown, he keeps his mouth shut and sets up the cam.
Right. I guess that leads to a question. At what point did Niamh finally like back out, or like did that switch of the plan for it to be Niamh changed to it being Calvin?
I feel like it was really early on. She tried, but it was like she finally convinced him on Wednesday, but he's been asking since Monday, like last Monday.
Okay.
And she's like slowly trying to be like, well, no, I'm more of like the jetpack girly. Like I really prefer to like launch up, go, and this is a lot of like same plane, go fast on ground, and that's just like not my thing. But Calvin loves to run so fast all the time, and there's a lot of convincing like that.
Yeah.
And like Calvin go fast on the same plane of existence. I like to
Yeah.
fly.
So a lot of the construction really was geared toward Niamh. All right.
They're they're the little extenda ones, you know?
Yeah. Right.
Remember the olden days when you just strapped some wheels onto your shoes?
Yeah, we also like made adjustments because we knew it would take forever for Niamh to take her boots off. So they were just like made bigger to fit the outside of her chunky combat boots. So that's why Calvin got picked next, because he has feet as big as Niamh's
Yes,
with the boots.
true.
Yeah, so Macon turns to Oscar and says, hey, could you go and rent skates for everybody? Because we're gonna need to be on the rink.
Sorry, what?
Could you go
I was
rent
just thinking about something. What happened?
could you go rent skates for everybody? Because we're gonna need to be on the rink with Calvin.
Yeah,
I've got some cash from Brooke. hands it over to you.
Thank you. I guess Oscar gets everybody's shoe size and gets skates for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, he goes up to the counter after 20 minutes of getting everybody's shoe size.
15 of that was just like fighting with Niamh, who is saying absolutely fucking not.
Yeah. Yeah, so
No.
I get that.
15 of that was fighting with the person behind the counter saying that they don't have sizes small enough for Patrick.
That they had, no, can you take the shoes off the walker attachment? They know how to skate, supposedly. Yes. No, the backpack acts as a counterweight and helps them stay up.
Do you have skates for toddlers?
They do.
No, the feet aren't that small. Only the hands are freakishly tiny.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. So Oscar heads to the skate rental, while Niamh and Ember go like across to the other end of the rink. There's a raised DJ booth with like a window looking out onto the rink. So you have to go up these like industrial metal stairs up to the DJ booth. How have the two of you or either of you like frequented this place before?
No.
How long has it been open?
About a month.
Ooh. I think yes, she was here with like her other friend group. But
Okay.
they got kicked out because they like yarn graffitied on everything.
Yeah. And your other friend group, they seem like the type that would probably request a song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this DJ does not take requests.
Yeah. Shoot.
What?
I mean, the last time I was here, it was the same DJ. He's really into his set list. Like, really into the set list. Does not like to deviate at all, even though he can just like. Sorry, the DJ is a whomst. I'm making assumptions.
They them.
My apologies. They really don't like to deviate from the set list at all. Just like, hey, you could like just like type it into, Spotify, like Stevie Nicks. And they were like, no. So this is gonna be fun.
I mean, it feels like a pretty good chance that it'll just play naturally.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Counter offer. I could distract them with a shuggy. And she pulls out a sugar glider. She's like, pain or panic? Which one?
Well, I'm in pain having to deal with them, so panic? Make them panic, I guess.
There we go.
Yeah, both. All
right. Okay, you go in, and then I'll distract them with sugar gliders.
Okay.
And maybe we could like sneak in. I don't know what to just fucking ask. I don't know. This is stupid.
Yeah. Walk up to the booth. Hi.
Yeah, so you go up to this like a door with like an open window in it. You can see inside like sound system, lights, this person in there with a hoodie with the hood pulled up, like flipping some switches. They kind of half turn towards you, and you can see like shaved head, round glasses. They're like, what? Teenager, by the way.
Yeah. So, hey, like the music's been really cool tonight. Like, good job.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So, like, my friends were kind of wondering, could we like see the set list? Maybe?
No.
No?
Do you want a music credit on a cool TikTok video?
Guaranteed to go viral.
It's gonna go viral, and we will tag you.
Kind of like slides over at that point. It's like, yeah, say more.
Yeah, okay. So you see like there's like okay, so there's like okay, you see the like jock looking dude? And then right next to them a looks like they're in 6th grade, but I promise they are totally in middle school with us. So that's Eric. Sorry, Patrick. Why didn't anybody tell me his name was Patrick? Anyway, so that's Calvin and Patrick, and Calvin is putting on those like super cool rollerblades. Those rollerblades have rockets in them. And then like behind over there, like back to the other side, you see like that dude setting up the camera. Well, that one over there is Oscar. And then further forward, so just like over to the left a little bit, yeah, that guy is Macon. Macon has a vision, and he has a vision for a super cool music video that he wants your music to feature on it. And it's going to be Calvin on the rocket skates going super fast, and he wants it to be to your super special mix of Hot to Go. HOTTOGO.
They like kind of turn away from you again, like flip some switches, changes like the lights turn to pink and blue. Did somebody like say you could do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Macon's got all of this covered for sure.
It seems like somebody will get hurt.
No, we're like the Rocket Club. It's perfect. It's fine. It's great.
It's like Calvin.
kind of like squints at you. Let's get a dice roll here. See if you can be convincing. Something that something you can do here is there are two of you. One person can help, which will add an extra reroll. If one of you wants to make a roll and the other one can help.
I would make an argument that Courtney, if you do Grace as you're trying to be a cool kid, and I will give you the help.
I agree.
Does that work? Yeah,
that does work.
And
He's done a lot of talking.
And helping, you just kind of put yourself. If things go really badly, they go badly for you as well.
that's fine.
Cool. All right.
But that does give you 3 rerolls.
Ooh. I'm gonna use all of them.
And you can just use them one at a time. You don't have to like.
No, I'm gonna use all of them. Okay. So unfortunately, that's a failure, but it's
Okay.
better than a misfire. And then something extra,
Okay.
and I'm a little bit angry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's like, or sorry, they're like, no, I'm hot to go. No, that's like rockets. Yeah, it's just so obvious. No, I'm not doing that. And honestly, I'm gonna call down to my manager about this.
Whoa. Like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to do that. That seems silly. Like, of course, Macon would absolutely have had this covered with the manager here. Why wouldn't he? He's so responsible. Like, he's basically a 40-year-old, 12-year-old. It's nuts.
Yeah, I think for your extra, you can convince them that like they don't need to call down.
Yeah. Hey, why aren't you cool? Can't you hang? Why can't you hang?
Ember has a really good point.
Fine. Are you done?
All these
Can we-
kids are
I don't
such
know.
bullies.
Yeah, I'm a 13-year-old girl. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay. What if you pick the song?
Oh,
Huh.
DJ credit?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm going to pick this.
Well, yeah. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So I can go back to our event manager with good news. Can you tell me what song? Or do we want to like... No, I think I need to know what song.
I mean, I don't really like. I don't. It's not really how I work. I don't have a list. I'm just going to see what's happening, and I'm going to play a song.
Okay, can you like give us a sign? Like, can you
Yeah.
change the lights, and if they go to a certain color, we'll know it's time?
Yeah. Hey, is like so? It's rockets.
Yeah.
Is there like a certain color that the rockets make, like the fire or?
Ooh. We've got a new fuel into it. We kind of need to talk to Patrick.
This seems like a bad idea.
No, it's gonna be so cool.
Ember texts the group. Hey Patrick. What color does that fuel burn? Meanwhile, Cam Googles chemical reactions.
And Courtney, why don't you also go ahead and answer that, or read your prompt for anger?
Yeah. How is your anger apparent in the way you move? I think she started talking with her hands a lot.
Okay.
What do you mean? No.
I'm a perfectly average height for an 11-year-old.
Yeah, she's so short that she's like, she has to make big movements to get attention to come down to her. Yeah, it'll be just a sec. Somebody's doing some quick chemistry calculations about that color.
You get a text back on your phone in all lowercase letters. It's a very long paragraph about why and how specifically it burns green because he added copper sulfate to the fuel injection. Just to, like, clean out everything, and the pipes are made of yada 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 and blah 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 and blue blue blue, and you probably don't even read all of it.
Nice. Oh no, Ember reads all of it and is just green. It's green.
Wild. All right. I think maybe we could go with maybe like a blue kind of thing right up until the point, and then we'll hit it really red.
Awesome. Cool.
Sure.
Hey, what's your at so we can like tag you?
They give you a card.
Wild man. Cool.
There's
Gonna lose
no
this.
SR on it.
They just go back to what they were doing.
Am I supposed to? Do we have to type this in? Okay.
Back down on
Okay.
the floor as Calvin and Patrick are working on the skates. I think sitting in a couple chairs next to each other. Someone kind of like leans their arms onto the seat next to Calvin's, and what tells you immediately that it is your former friend Malcolm there kind of hovering over you.
It's all the rings Malcolm wears. He thinks he's cool because like he's got like his dad's rings and he's so proud. And it's fine, really, but it's just like, does he need so many? Like his fingers are thick. We get it. He can wear adult rings, but it's just too much, Malcolm.
Yeah, so he like leans over and is like, "Hey, what's up, Cal?"
Malcolm, Big Green, what you here for?
Just seeing what's happening. What are you doing? Gonna like fly back to your home planet with these? What's going on here?
Oh, I'm gonna fly, all right. You just watch. This is going to be the best thing you have ever seen.
And I think another kid, one of Malcolm's buddies, like flops into the seat next to Patrick and like grabs one of the skates and like starts looking at it.
I think Calvin is going to slap his hand.
What did you say, Cam?
Hey, please don't do that.
He kind of like pulls away, like still holding the skate. As Malcolm says, like, "Hey, don't need to get violent, Calvin."
This is fine-tuned equipment that my friend Patrick here was just adjusting for me. And I don't really want to faceplant into a wall, so I think you should let him continue.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right, says the other guy, and he tosses the skate over to his third friend, who's like standing maybe like 10 feet away. And they start a little game of keep away.
Can I do something?
Uh-huh.
Can I reach into my big old backpack and pull out some smelling salts?
Uh-huh.
And give it to Calvin and say, like, whisper in his ear, "Hey, if you throw this at them, it might make them upset."
Yeah, I think it would. Calvin stands up and just like stretches just to emphasize that he is taller than these people.
Uh-huh.
And says, "Hey, you put it down."
We're just playing around, Calvin, says Malcolm. You're always so serious now that you hang out with a bunch of nerds. I think somebody tosses the skate to Malcolm, and he's just kind of like standing in front of you holding it.
Yeah, I guess I am. You want to see how serious I can get, Malcolm?
Yeah, why don't you show me?
I crush the smelling salts under his nose.
Okay. Get
all right.
fucked. I do not know what the effect of that is, so
It's a sharp smell.
okay.
It's bad.
Yeah, if you're not expecting it, you might puke.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
Roll some dice. Let's see.
Can I help?
From the impact
Yeah.
of the smell, perhaps?
Yeah, because like the whole point of smelling salts is to give your body adrenaline rush physical reaction. That's like how strong the smell is. That's like power lifters and football players and stuff use them.
All right. I do not like that roll, but fortunately I have 2 rerolls on impact.
Yeah, and you got a help from Patrick also.
So even more, 3 rerolls. Good, because that 2 was a bad 2. That 1 is also a bad 1. But that 5 is good. I have 1 more reroll to reroll this crisis away from a crisis. Okay, cool. So it is a success on the outcome die, a learn something on the side effect die, and sadness on the mood die.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, what happens as you crush these smelling salts right under his nose, taking him completely by surprise?
I think that good old Malcolm just doubles over, which allows Calvin to snatch the skate from his arms.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, he gets a little sad about it. He's like, "Oh, maybe that wasn't really the best thing for me to do. This kid is close to puking in front of me.
Yeah.
I feel bad about this. So with the rocket skates firmly ensconced in his arms, he puts a hand on Malcolm's shoulder. Hey, you okay, bud?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, it's just a little chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry.
Yeah.
Let's
Don't
get out of
worry.
here. He like kind of like pushes you off of him and is like holding his face and like stumbling away with his friends. What question would you like to ask of me for your learn something?
I would like to ask, what has been overlooked?
Yeah, I think you see as they start walking away, the one of Malcolm's buddies, one of these three troublemakers, you spot that he has something in his hands and puts it in his pocket, and it looks like a couple of screws.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'm gonna look for some missing screws here. Actually, I'm going to hand this to my buddy Patrick and have him look for the screws because I don't know about this putting stuff together shit.
Oh. At this point, can Oscar come up?
Yeah, so you headed across and went to the skate fitter person, the skate attendant, another kind of bored teenager who rented you out a whole bunch of skates from your list
a
of
size
sizes.
3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Size 3? You brought a kid with you?
I guess. I don't know, man. Just thank you.
Yeah, whatever. Have fun.
And I think Oscar is kind of like lost in shoe sizes. He's thinking about the skates, and he comes up as like, I just want to narrate giving the help action to Patrick.
Okay.
I would assume this is propulsion or design.
To kind of like figure out what might have been tampered with and fix it from the skates. I mean, you could frame it in a couple of different ways. I guess Patrick, do you want to make a roll to do that, and then Oscar can help?
Yes, I would love to. I think Patrick
Okay.
takes a look, checks for like obvious damage. It just is very like level-headed about this, and I think we'll like meticulously like do all the safety checks again.
Okay,
And if I could,
that
I
sounds
would
like
roll with design.
Yeah, and I think Oscar will just like look at the other one and try to like follow along what Patrick's looking at, and then they'll like swap.
Can we
That's how
stack
he
help
provides action.
since just the one help? Okay, because I was going to since Calvin knows that there's screws or assumes that there's screws missing. Okay, got it.
Let me re-roll that second one again, see if I can get something better.
And Eli, your sugar gliders can also help.
Loyal friend.
There's a place where that can happen.
Okay, so I got a 6, a success. I
Nice.
got on my side effect an extra, and I got on my mood hope.
All right. Y'all are rolling hot. All right.
I did get 4 rerolls on that, so I used them
that is-
all on the side effect because I rolled 3 times. You look foolish.
Yeah.
The dice have a story.
Yep. You do see that
Turtle boy.
some screws have been popped out. There's been they've tried to mess around with these skates somehow while they were moving them around. And you have to kind of think on your feet a little bit because you don't necessarily have exactly the right parts that they took out of them. but you do it. You patch it back together.
An idea.
Yeah.
I take my skates off my feet, and all of these skates have screws to keep the wheels on. So I'm going to unscrew the screws of the skates that I'm wearing and replace them with these.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it works. You got a success, so you succeed at that. Something extra. What can you get extra here? Why don't you actually do your mood? What's your prompt for hope?
I stand up for someone.
Hmm.
Will you do it this time, Cam? Will you stand up for somebody?
That's only episode 1, but I do think there's a long moment where he stares off at those boys leaving and thinks about like jumping on a table and saying something like they have the screws and they were messing with me and my buddy because he called me a buddy for the first time and said it in public in front of people, and then I think he just starts to cry.
I love Patrick's rich fantasy life.
Yeah.
It's all I've got.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, what do you think would work as an extra here?
I know we're having issue like with the music playing.
Yeah, you don't technically know that yet. We haven't made it
don't-
back.
Yeah, you're probably
I don't know
on your
anything
way back
about
down.
that. It could be. I think, something extra for Patrick would not have to be in the video.
Oh
So,
yeah, you
no,
can't. You can't
his
skate
skates are
now.
broken.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah. So Ember and Niamh make their way back down, and I think everything's set and ready to go. Do you tell Macon that you did not get the song?
No.
Okay.
No.
DJ, they're going to be so cool about it. They're going to give us like a light indication about when it's like time to pop off. So it's going to be like blue to start. And then because Patrick said that it's going to burn green. So he's going to turn the lights to like red. So it really shows up.
Christmas themed. Cool. Yep. Same
Look.
page, bud.
We did our best.
Patrick's just red in the face as him and Oscar say the exact same thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say.
My life is rich.
So I think as you're all heading down toward the skating rink, getting ready to set this thing off, I want to do a flashback to, I guess, a little more than a week ago, to your school, your science classroom where the club meets to work on their projects. Halls outside are bustling, filled with students and noise, and your school is kind of crowded most of the time, but you all slip into this science classroom during your free period where you can work on your rocket club stuff. Your club advisor, Brooke, is seated at a desk up front. The theater teacher who has been placed as the advisor of your club after the original advisor was removed due to a certain trebuchet incident. Brooke is tall and slender, curly hair, lots of like scarves, big oversized sweater. They they're like sitting on the desk at the front of the room. It's a science room, so they have those like black topped tables, little like Bunsen burners and glass cases full of equipment, and you're all gathered there. There's a whiteboard set up on which Macon has drawn out a design, and Brooke is like, all right, kids. Macon's got this idea all set up. I think it's pretty good. It's gonna be a really good video. I think rocket skates around the rink. That cool new rink that everybody likes. So yeah. Eric.
Oh,
Patrick?
that's me. I'm Patrick. Yes, sorry I raised my hand. Oh, I'm a little concerned about rocket skates on a wooden roller rink. But that's just me, and I just wanted to express my opinion. I'm sorry to take up so much time.
Noted, I guess. Anyone else?
Niamh's got her headphones on. She's listening to music. She's like got her screwdriver with her jetpack. She's not paying attention.
Yeah. And Macon is up there. He's like, okay, come into the space with me. Imagine we open up. It's gonna be vertical format. This is playing on phones mostly. I'm thinking TikTok. We might put it on YouTube, but I mean, we'll figure it out. Framing Niamh on the skates, maybe 30 feet out, surrounded by kids. The lights are swirling. We'll need to figure out a song, but just comes zooming toward the camera. We cut to another angle as she zips around the track. Fire behind the audience, their eyes wide in surprise. Music. We got to figure out the music, but he's drawing this little diagram on the board of the oval, like a really rough drawing of a skate. He doesn't know how to design any kind of rocket anything. But he expresses his vision to all of you. And you, what are the immediate reactions?
Niamh just manages to tweak something just the perfect way. She's not paying attention, I promise you. And she exclaims, "Hell yeah!"
Well,
Yeah.
if Niamh is in, I'm in.
Yeah.
You have me at rocket skates, buddy.
What if we do that trend right now where people paint beards on their faces and do Hamilton? Is that a good audio?
Hamilton. I love Hamilton.
No, I'm not surprised. Never mind. Yeah, this is cool. I'm down.
Oscar has one reticence about the idea of the math it would take to figure out how much less force you would need to put onto the inside skate to make the rockets go in a circle or an oval naturally, and wonders what the consequences are going to be of a person trying to turn at a full inside, and then thinks, but it's not the trebuchet, so we'll probably be fine.
Cool.
Ember is can't wait to tell this story to her Air Force pilot mother about like this bullshit about how this should be training for new pilots.
Excellent. So Brooke is like, all right, get to work, and they sit down behind the desk and pull out a magazine. And what I want to do is rocket surgery. This is in the rocket rigs section of the book, to create a new rocket rig, which is going to just be one roll. But this is the only place in the game where you're not using one of your traits, but we're going to set up how many rerolls it is by answering a few questions as a group. So what do these rocket skates do? And your options are One cool thing, additional cool things, or each incredible thing. So and there's already one cool thing, which is just like being rocket skates. Do you want them to do anything else?
For me, not for Ember. This is for Eli. I need Patrick to say rocket surgery, please.
With the mic on, though.
You're
muted.
We can't hear you.
Walk it, surgery.
Rocket surgery. Let's go.
Excellent.
Walk
Thank
it,
you.
surgery.
I feel like just the
Guys, this is-
rocket skates is enough.
I think the one cool thing is
this
good.
is bullying.
Could I pitch something?
This is actually bullying.
Please.
So, I think Patrick inherently thinks this is incredibly dangerous, and the first thing Macon said was it goes straight towards the camera. So, I'm wondering if one of the effects of the rocket skates is it's a fun, flashy light show, but whatever fuel that is in it does not propel the person forward. It just distracts with lights and like cool colors that come out of the tailpipe.
That sounds boring.
I think it should have anti-gravity because Niamh got real distracted by everything and was like, I gotta build fucking rocket skates now. I fly, dude. They gotta go up.
Yeah. Ember's like, okay. Inaugural flight. Let's just do the one cool thing, which is propulsion. Let's maybe we can get those those things that you throw into campfires to make the sparks different colors. So maybe that's the cool thing.
What about the cool thing is steering? Is the like some sort of flanges that are adjustable?
Okay, hear me out. What if we just have the person hold on to a rope and so one of us
Ember?
stands in the middle and
I like you a lot. I think that a lot of people think because I talk a lot that maybe there's not a lot of substance behind what I'm saying. And this is probably my fault because I talk too much, so it's hard to emphasize when I say a lot of things. Like it's hard to emphasize like one specific thing because if I'm just saying things all the time and I'm saying things like really fast and I'm just talking, then truly if I try to emphasize everything, then what can be emphasized, right? So, but truly we need the function of this, or it's I don't want another incident.
Oh. Okay, so
Although
let's
maybe
treat
we'll
them
get
like
rid of Brooke, I guess.
we don't want to Shay. Is that what we're saying? We don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want to Shay.
okay.
We don't.
The Shay. Rest in peace, the Shay.
Let's not Shay the
Hey.
rink.
Okay, so
Okay.
what if we make them mini jetpacks and put
Just need
wings on
flanges that can be controlled.
So we need two things. We need propulsion and steering.
Yeah.
Cool. Looks like I've got a -1, baby.
Yeah, that's
All right.
-1 reroll so far.
Cool.
What is it made of? I would say regular Rocket Club supplies for no adjustment. I don't know if you have access to better quality materials somehow. You definitely don't have anything alien.
No.
I mean,
go ahead.
I was gonna say if we could I don't know that I want to involve Mr. O, but we could ask Mr. O if he's got any spare parts in his garage.
Well, I actually have. I know someone.
Ooh.
Is it that
Is
weird
this
guy?
A potential. He's not weird. He's just misunderstood.
He's really weird too.
He's so cool.
Look, hey, weird.
And he has a lot of stuff in his backyard. He's collected scrap for decades.
Yeah, do you understand why that is a little bit? You know what?
Cool? Yeah. I get it.
Okay.
That's why I'm there all the time.
But
At
is
a
it
grown man's
rusted?
house.
Is
by
it
myself.
rusted and shitty?
Don't make it sad.
12-year-old boy.
Don't make it sad.
Oh, he's got,
David,
Make it sad.
making it sad.
he's got a lot. Okay. To be fair, he does have a lot of rusted old junk, but by
you get
sheer
your tetanus
volume,
booster yet?
stop. By sheer volume, there's an amount of good stuff that's been collected. It is admittedly a much smaller pile, but once again, 50 years of hoarding, there's a lot of good shit in there. I think I know a guy. Would this be an applicable thing for my ability?
Yeah, you want to use that move?
I would love to use my move.
Yeah, and that also doesn't have to be that guy that you already know.
Well, yeah, I just meant.
Yeah,
that was funny.
if you know like a lot of weird guys. But yeah, I think that's fine. We can say.
Eric, we're not in class. You don't have to put your hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say I can fix the rust off of.
I thought his name was Derek.
It's fine.
I'm pretty sure it's Eric.
Parrot?
Yes.
Okay, you can take the rust off stuff.
Yes. It's a typical chemical reaction.
Yeah.
Cool. As long as this doesn't end up being scavenged scraps that we get a -1 on.
Scavenge scraps is good.
No, it's bad.
No, he's got some good stuff.
All right,
Okay.
so we get high quality materials.
Yeah, so that brings you to a 0. Who's making it? I'm assuming everybody's working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gives you 1 reroll.
Is this design or propulsion?
It's just rerolls.
Yeah, this is completely separate from your usual.
Oh, that's right. This is
one
not
place
using our
where it's
traits.
completely
That's right.
different,
Yeah. That's right. It's determined by those questions. So it's just 1 roll.
Yeah,
Or
and yeah, go ahead.
we could ask Mr. O. Me. Okay. Sorry. It's fine.
I don't know him like that. So
Oh,
I feel bad. His wife just kind of shakes her head at me a lot when she sees me around town.
yeah.
So
I've offered
sad.
to babysit a couple times. Mr. O, so cool. Ran Rocket Club last semester, and we learned so much, and we got to build so many cool things, and like taught us like crazy wild stuff. Was amazing. But then the Shay happened.
Shay.
got it.
The incident.
What's up? What's up, bro?
I was gonna say trebuchet.
Yeah,
Cool. All right. So maybe just us.
I guess.
You know, really, if we would have just put a little less fuel and a little more count.
No, we're not gonna try to retrofit the.
Yeah, and I think we devolve into that as we go into surgery and somebody not me rolls.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got more
So
questions?
yeah, I think the how long it's a tight schedule. Like, Macon's really pushing for this, like in like a week or less than 2 weeks. But you can give it a drawback if you want to get up to more than 1 reroll.
Capable non-petter.
I don't mind a minor flaw. Like it can only be used like we have 1 like charge,
Mhm.
and then
I
once
think
it burns out, it's done.
I think it could set the roller rink on.
No,
Like-
Courtney, what are you doing?
I don't
Who are
want to
you?
do that.
I don't know this person.
1.
Sitting across from me in this StreamYard studio.
I'm
You put on
usually
those
so
glasses, you
tame.
became a different person.
Oh my god.
So, yeah,
You
minor
get Game of
flaw.
Fire.
Yeah, actually, that would make us go super viral. I might be in favor of burning the roller rink.
Not burning it down, just like scarring.
Well, just some burn marks. Yeah. Just some charring
Scarring
of
at
the...
a rocket club, burned it into the ground.
That's a lot. That's a
Like Team
Christopher
Rocket.
Nolan.
Okay,
You're describing
guys.
the Dark Knight
Burn it
Rises.
apart.
R. We make an R.
As a reminder, we can use each option only once. So do we really want to blow dangerous defect
Oh, ever?
on
Yes.
TikTok?
Oh.
No.
Well,
I wanna
yeah.
save dangerous
This is the
no.
lowest stakes.
I don't know about that. Lowest stakes, lowest reward. I wanna save that for some potential future where we could do some real damage.
No,
Fair enough.
You can use it once on this one
Okay.
thing you're making.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay,
You
okay.
can't add more than one serious flaw. Got it. I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then I mean,
Well, then, great,
I don't
plus
know.
3,
I'm
let's
kind
go.
of in favor of it.
Calvin.
I've been convinced by Courtney's recklessness.
Yeah.
I'm saying his Niamh is perfectly fine, never having to go back.
Hey, YOLO.
Yeah, I think Oscar's really distracted by recent conversations with his parents, so he's just kind of only halfway pushing for stuff.
Does Niamh know about this, and that's like partly why she didn't want to be the one wearing them?
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. Well, that does give you 4 rerolls. So
Nice.
who wants to make this roll?
Who's been rolling?
Who hasn't rolled?
David.
David.
Fuck.
The
I
one who
feel
doesn't
I don't
want
like
to-
making rolls.
You've got 4
Okay, 4
rerolls.
rerolls? Okay.
Yeah.
And is this one well, I have the book here. So it's just
So we're not rolling with a trait. You're just gonna roll the
one die, right?
the
die,
outcome.
side effect, and then
Yeah.
and with
Yeah.
4 rerolls. Okay.
And the
okay.
outcome is going to be the whole project, whether you actually make this thing. The side effect is just like something that happens along the way, and then everybody would respond to their mood prompts, whatever the mood
Okay.
ends up being.
We're gonna go God of War die for outcome. This cute, like, trans flag tie-dye die for side effect, and then this red one, I think it is, for mood. 4 rerolls. Ooh, that's pretty good, but that one's bad. I got 5 and 5 on side effect and mood, but 2 on outcome. So I'm gonna burn the first of rerolls on that. 1. Okay, 3 more rerolls. 4. Do I try again? I think so. 3. 2 more.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, another one. Last reroll.
No.
Here we go.
You don't have to reroll. It's just the mood.
Hey! No, this is
The
outcome.
outcome.
Oh, good.
That was the outcome.
Yes. Trip 5.
looking at it in the
It
order
only
on a
took
little sheet.
5 rolls to get something above a 3.
You got trips.
Or no, I
too?
did get a 4 once. But I got trips 5s. The first 2 were 5s, and then it took me 4 rolls to get the last one a 5.
All right.
Statistically, pretty good.
Yeah.
So here's one thing. You got a triple. If you want to, you can narrate a flashback of something that happened in the past with Oscar.
Trebuchet.
And if you do that, you can mark an experience.
Okay, I think it's 2 days after the Trebuchet incident. It's that Monday. I think the Trebuchet happened on Saturday. That's sort of how we, quote unquote, got away with it. Once all the fact findings done, that was one of the key factors, is that club activities were happening outside of school grounds on days not sanctioned, but using school equipment. Therefore, they're liable. So it's that Monday after, and I think all the kids, all of us that were involved in the Trebuchet incident, or who were at least stood at the scene to take credit or blame, because maybe certain star athletes couldn't take that heat, and everybody was like, please get out of here. Somebody should survive. I think the rest of us are sitting in the office, and like we just like hear a bunch of parents screaming at Mr. O, like, how did you let this happen? It was so close to flying by their face. the city is thinking of drafting an ordinance. There's just like a lot of that, and just like a bunch of apologies. And I think it's just like one of those things where like Mr. O, like even though he's doing the stand-up job of like trying to be the shield, he's almost acting like as a prism, and the like guilt that he probably feels is like, it's like that thing of like, oh, my parents are fighting and it's all my fault. But this actually is our fault, so it's even worse. And I think he just kind of turns to Niamh and is like, maybe propulsion isn't my thing.
No. You're so good at it. You're so smart when it comes to everything. Look, the scientific method, you can't think that everything's going to go perfectly the first time that you do it. You have to experiment and like research, and you have to fail to learn. And no, you're so good at this. Please, no, please. My jetpack wouldn't work near as good as it does without your help. You're great at that. But, a really good learning experience.
I
with
think you're just like, yeah, that's the thing. We can't try again, but we need to.
Yeah.
Science demands it.
Look, maybe over the summer.
Yeah, let's try.
Huh? A lake outside of town, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I think if we go to Iowa, there's not very many laws left there. I got a cousin.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm not like inviting you, but like.
Oh.
But if
right,
you wanted to come,
fine.
you could. It would be cool.
I think
They're
it's super
not.
cool.
Yeah, it's a farm, so there's a lot of space.
Hey, sweet. I love that.
And then I think Oscar thinks about his sister a little bit and thinks about like what that would mean, and is like, yeah, I don't know, maybe, and then just kind of sits quietly.
All right, so everybody can respond to your thrill prompt as you are spending this week working on the project. Kind of a little vignette of the days when you meet in the science room and build your stuff. Whoever wants to can respond.
Yeah, my thrill is a prompt to take an unnecessary risk.
Okay.
So I think that this is the moment where Calvin decides that these are going to be on his feet, and he is going to have the most fun that he could possibly have before he smashes into a wall from these things.
Nice.
Oh, that's so good.
Mark experience for that.
Sweet.
I get experience too, right? One?
Yes.
From the flashback, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, sure.
My question is, what sensation do you experience that you want to experience again? I think that's what it says. Feel again. And I think for the first time, the Ember is like this jaded kid, and like there's not many things that she doesn't really let herself feel excitement or about like new things or like the novelty of things. But I think this is like, she used to get really nerdy and excited about things, and she has learned to tamp that down and just be very like chill about everything and have no expectations. And now she's like getting into the energy, especially if like Calvin is like hyped up and like, I'm gonna go. And like, I think Ember, like, it's infectious. So Ember is like smiling more and like almost like having, like, they're having bursts of moments where she's talking as much as Oscar, like, just like, and then she brings it back, but it's like, it's much more she's much more in tune and in excited about things in this week.
So my prompt is do something unexpected. And I think much like the famous party movies of the 90s and the early 2000s, she's invited the entire school. And she's got a text prompt ready to go for when things are going to kick off. She wants everybody
Like
to
an
see how rad
automated
this is going to be.
Excellent.
So if
So
that's one of my do actions, I take an experience.
Yes.
It's on the middle school Snapchat.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's part of why she was late. She was making sure like everybody was getting ready.
it's a popular page.
Somebody's
My
gonna go
prompt
TikTok live.
is the question: how can everyone tell you're excited? And you can tell that Patrick is excited because he says, "Oh, I'm excited."
The heavy breathing.
Does Patrick wear tiny little fingerless gloves?
Yes. And they have leather knuckles.
Oh, I was thinking like they were knit.
They are, but they have
With-
leather knuckles.
With leather.
With leather knuckles? That's insane.
I got this from my sister's American Girl doll.
It's from my sister's American Girl doll. I got this from my cousin's American Girl doll, but he doesn't use it anymore.
Is this kid just like? I feel like this is a sorry. This can be cut. This feels like a Mirrorverse version of Gus. Am I alone in this?
This is Gus's.
I feel like
This is how Gus saw themselves.
this is the yang to Gus's yin. This is the fit, the other piece. All the pieces that were missing in Gus are present in
This is how
Eric.
Gus saw. This is how Gus saw themselves. Like
Yes.
they're really like
A shy, quiet
they were
boy.
a 7 feet tall turtle boy.
That's my favorite thing about Lantern Cove. In the very first episode, Cam introduces Gus as a shy, quiet kid. And then proceeds to dominate every conversation. Sorry,
Anyway.
okay. That's beautiful.
Excellent. All right, David. Thrill.
Thrill. Okay, mine. Sorry. Mine is how does your excitement show in your eyes, voice? I think, ironically enough, it's a little Oscar's feelings through this. This is like their first big project since the Trebuchet, whereas like Ember's kind of rising in their confidence, and there's like these glimpses and moments of. I think Oscar typically is a like all like gung ho all the way trying to push the group forward, sort of like momentum, and has like as the New Year's taken off has maybe been a little more reserved in like and has had like lack of confidence issues, and there's like moments where he got into the groove, but the moment like and like this is the way you need these spaces, right, of engineering, of like scientific process of like you should challenge each other's ideas, you should ask, right, like to poke holes and push to refine theories. I think instead of like responding with like, oh, okay, look, I'm going to use that to refine my process, Oscar has more maybe retreated and been like, oh, maybe so I think there's like thrill and excitement in the moments where he feels back in his own feet, but there's smaller moments where there's like that looks really contrasted with the ones where, right, like the silence is deafening because the volume's usually always on.
Nice.
Speaking of the volume.
Sorry.
And
Toast
before I
Flat, take the glasses
forget, there was also a 5 on the side effect. So we can kind of throw this out to the group. A question that you want to ask. And I didn't put it on the quick reference, but there should be at the bottom, or a similar question.
I would make an argument for the best path. Like the best path forward.
I
I
was
So
going
we-
to ask, which is, I guess, kind of in the same vein, what is the biggest threat right now?
I'm
I
cool with
think-
either.
Yeah, I think either one.
yeah.
The kind of
I just feel like we're so early in this story. It's kind of like what path if we don't even know the goal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to relate like directly to what you're doing right now. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
something to do
So
with-
like this is
I kind of don't like, but that I feel that way about the threat. Like, what's the biggest threat? Us
exactly
burning the house down,
crashing into the wall. Like
And-
exactly. I feel like we know both answers. It's like
life and limb. Yeah,
path, don't crash into the wall. Worst thing that could happen, crashing into the wall. And maybe
okay.
burning down the rink.
So maybe we go with what's been hidden and overlooked.
Ooh. Oh, I
Or
think we asked that
overlook.
last time.
We did, but it's a good
I think we do path. I think path
Or
makes the most sense.
do we
Oh.
want to? No, I was gonna say, do we want to? How is? I don't know. I don't think we care how Brooke is vulnerable.
Kind of hope she's extra vulnerable after this. They're extra vulnerable after this. Maybe.
So, path is that? I'm good with whatever, but are we saying path? Do we think?
All in favor
I
of path?
say, hold on. I say we let the person who's got the rockets strapped to their feet.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's a
Yeah.
great point.
Yeah. Calvin,
Highest
like
risk for
Lim,
Calvin here.
how you feeling? What do you want to do?
Also, the most status of the group out on a limb for sure.
Yeah, I think that best path forward is a great question for this.
So, path forward in making a viral video. The best path forward to like what's the goal?
Best path forward for our Rocket Club to have a good result. And that doesn't mean Brooke.
to
Okay.
not
That means
have
us.
the trebuchet fallout again.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe the best path forward for your Rocket Club is actually having another trebuchet incident and getting rid of Brooke.
Oh, that might be it.
We could
Yeah.
just blame it on Mencken.
Bacon.
Mencken. We could blame it on Mencken.
I love it when Patrick says Macon's name. There's like this silent N that just shows up, and it's so
Macon.
good.
Mencken.
Yeah.
Well, Palantir did install the CCTV all over, so worst case scenario, we could blame it on those idiots who stole the screws.
I think Ember. I did have this thought beforehand because of like, yeah, we talked to them already. I think Ember would happily be saying, yeah, our teacher called Brooke. Like Ember would happily throw Brooke's name under the bus. Like, yeah, we got permission from our teacher.
Mhm.
Fuck you.
Yeah. And Brooke, by the way, is not at the roller rink. Does not want to be around that many children.
Left us unsupervised.
It's the
Yeah.
trebuchet all over again.
But yeah, let's jump back to the roller rink as everyone's in their positions, except for Patrick, whose skates aren't together anymore and has to be off on the sidelines. Calvin is set up with the rocket skates. Oscar's got the secondary camera. By the way, Mason really thinks that he and Oscar are like buddies. And like share that like artistic connection. Yeah, ready to go. I think the lights kind of shift, like a spotlight comes down on Calvin that everything goes blue and green right before the rockets are gonna go. Spark them. The green flame comes out just as the lights shift to red and orange, and kind of like swirl, and Calvin takes off. You've done everything perfectly. It's functioning the way it's supposed to. You go around the first curve. People are like shocked and staring. You zip past Macon, who was getting the kind of close up and then turning around to follow you. Past the second curve and on the next straightaway, Calvin, I think probably only Calvin, you see Malcolm sling a hamburger down toward your feet as you pass by.
Oh no!
Getting right in the way of the skates. What do you do?
Jump.
All right.
Rocket propelled jump.
As like fire actually tears through the floor behind you. Give me a roll.
Absolutely. Freaking lootly. All right. That's a 1, a 4, and a 1. I guess this is probably grace or propulsion.
Yeah.
Is there any way I could have preemptively, like once we knew it was going to be Calvin, could I have given like skater tips in the days leading up of like, I don't know. You can say no, but I was like, as a preemptive help action.
No, I think we'll just go. We'll go with the roll as is.
Okay. Well, I've got 1 rerolls to make this better. Come on, baby. That is a 4. So 4, 4, 1. Mixed success. I look cool, and I'm afraid.
All right. Yeah,
That's pretty fucking appropriate.
Sense. Yeah. I think for the mixed success, something's going to go bad here, but not too bad. I think you jump the burger like flawless. You can describe the jump in a minute and how cool you look. But when you land one of the rockets, like where like they had kind of the wrong size screw put back into it, it was good enough to hold. But with this landing, the rocket kind of just comes loose and goes spiraling across the rink. Nobody gets hurt. It goes just like through the air. Really like gorgeous curl of smoke and green flame, and crashes into a wall like a huge crash and boom. Tell us about your. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, for some like cool flavor, could as the secondary camera guy, as he sees Calvin sort of like losing balance, kind of like grab on, and then whatever Calvin does to like maintain is in like a first person POV.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So Sera, go ahead and describe how cool Calvin looks and do your mood prompt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here.
So he jets over that burger, which is highlighted in green flame. This strange. Why is there a burger on the ground? But everyone can see it spotlighted in the green flame, and he can't help it. He does a little spin in the air. It's partially intentional and partially just because the rockets weren't quite aligned right, because one of them is coming off. And so he does a spin and comes down, and he's like, oh my God, I made that work. I'm so shitting myself right now. And lands, thump, and then the rocket takes off. And my fear prompt is leave someone defenseless. So I think that that I will accidentally run into one of my companions while I am attempting to stay balanced after that. So we're going to get the GoPro vision of smashing into someone.
Who?
Niamh. Yeah, Niamh.
All right. Yeah, I go ahead and mark experience for that, and yeah, you crash into Niamh and tumble down. I think Oscar's like right on there as well, since you had grabbed a hold. And like, just like there's like screams as this rocket goes flying, the crash, the bang. People are like freaked out, and then it goes dark, like completely dark. The music cuts off. Everybody kind of like slips a little bit. Maybe not Patrick, because you're not on the rink with skates, but it feels like the whole floor has just tilted suddenly. And it's very like disorienting. Just as quickly it stops, the lights come back on. You hear like the voice of the DJ through the speakers. Like, wow, quite a show. Nothing to worry about, everybody. Let's move on with let's show us your best trick. Take inspiration as I put on some new tunes. We've got a couples only skate coming up, and the music starts back up again. And I think Ember here, still standing or on skates. You can see across the rink a couple of employees like making their way toward your fallen friends.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I think Ember goes over. Ember skates over. They have she has a moment of like, do I bail? No. I don't. I go. So, yeah. She goes over, and also to like help the giant person comparatively to Niamh, like trying to get everybody off of the wee little ferry.
Yeah, Oscar is like trying to help, but it's like trying to keep the camera up with the other hand, and is on roller skates, so it's just kind of like falling to one leg consistently and not helping at all. But is also saying throughout the entire thing, I don't know why he didn't go with purple. Purple and green is such a better color combo, and then there's like opens up the whole Prince catalog, and any Prince song really is just like made for a rock opera style thing like this. And like, I don't even know what you're thinking. All these like whatever. Fucking.
That was sick. We're about to be in trouble.
Yeah, that's common.
Yeah, so the girl from the skate rental is heading toward you, along with this kind of like burly teenager in an apron and a little paper cap from the burger stand. They're both kind of like pushing through the crowd, heading toward you.
I think Niamh is going to like stumble up back to her feet and clumsily try and skate over to them. Super excited. She's like, that was so cool. This place is going to be like crazy busy. That's going up online. Of course, we're going to have everything tagged. Like, thank you so much for letting Brooke like organize this event. It was so great. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I think you get to the skate rental person first. Small teenage girl, severe undercut, just like band t-shirt or something like that. Just like, you can't. Did you see what?
No, like your number one, your hair, so cool. And have you seen that band live? They're so great.
She kind of like looks down, like, yeah, but no, you can't do this stuff in here.
Oh, but like our teacher totally would have.
What? Did you see the damage that did?
What damage to what?
Just skating, man.
Yeah, accidents happen all the time in the skate rink. 2 weeks ago, some kid lost his 2 front teeth. Nobody's crying about that anymore.
I knew that kid.
Are you saying that kid's teeth mean less to you than a burn mark on the wall?
The wood of the skating rink is still on fire.
Then you should probably put it out. Aren't you a manager?
Yeah, why are you talking to a bunch of kids?
Why are you talking to us? Do your job.
It'll go out. I mean, it's basically out by now.
I think probably you should go check it out. We'll leave.
Yeah,
And probably never come back.
We're so good.
Let's just call this a deal. Brooke, theater teacher, Abbott Middle School. I don't know what's hers. Yeah, if you have any questions, forward them to them. I don't answer any questions in the presence of pigs. So I gotta go.
They're just skating rink employees.
Yeah, you do have to go. You got to get out of here.
Yeah. No, cool. Yeah, of course. We should tag. Can we tag you? We're gonna tag you. Full again, Brooke, our teacher, Brooke. They said that they set this up already, so like, you got a problem, let them know.
Nobody set this up. She turns to the burger guy. She's like, get them out of here.
Yeah, that kid sucks. Boo. Oscar hurries out because he can't get in trouble. His parents are extremely strict.
Okay.
Hey Cam, you're muted, by the way. It's if you've been talking, it has no sound has been coming through. I was like, we're missing.
Where's the turtle?
Hello.
Now I'm just picturing a turtle with like tiny little legs. Just the littlest. Is that what they're called legs, right? They don't have paws. What
I
are
haven't thought of the name
extremities of turtles?
Extremities. Their legs.
Just legs, right? But so it's like just all one piece. That's what I'm saying. The pad. Is it a pad? What's the bottom part called?
Foot.
Turtle foot. Tiny little turtle feet.
Technically tortoise feet, because a turtle has flippers.
Oh, that's true, huh? God, you're so wise.
Yeah. Continue to pause for tech issues. Courtney, are you having issues or? Yeah, go ahead and. Yeah, we can't hear you either.
Yeah.
No.
Tech issues plague us.
Cam, you are muted now.
Yeah, we heard you for like 1 second. I heard you clear your throat. Nope. At least I'm glad it wasn't just me. Although I did have to work still. See, now Camp has the light thing.
I'm shocked that it hasn't happened to me yet in my basement.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Haha. It was StreamYard.
Big shock. StreamYard. We still can't hear Courtney though. I can't hear you, Courtney.
I was on mute. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Are you good?
Good.
I think so.
All right.
We're getting taken out. Cam, you were saying so much shit.
Yeah, I looked way late. You're like not moving very much because you're the little guy. And so I looked way late and your mouth was totally moving. And I was like, oh my God, he probably thinks I'm so rude. Sorry, go on.
No, I think that's so funny because that's just the life of Patrick. I was asking if I could go put out the fire.
Yeah.
I have a little chemistry set. I can mix a couple of chemicals together and douse the fire with it.
Yeah, and I think like also Patrick isn't Patrick isn't going to be noticed by anyone, so is not like obviously part of this group.
Yeah.
So while everyone else is being hustled out the door, is everybody just going?
I think on the way over, Ember grabbed that errant rocket part that
Okay.
hit the wall, unless it's totally, well, I think she would try to like grab whatever she could before heading over to do damage control.
Oscar's already out of the building. He's in the
Okay.
parking lot.
Yeah. And Macon's not with you. He kind of just like disappeared into the crowd.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, his ride is coming at 8:30 on the dot. So I don't know how close we are to that. But
Malcolm
Oscar
still
also
there?
doesn't have a cell phone yet. So
Yeah.
I
Do
think
we-
that was
do
like
we know-
super fun.
Is Malcolm still there?
Yes.
Can
Oh,
I do
yeah.
something to him?
yeah, I would like to approach Malcolm as well.
Oh, I don't
think
want to approach him.
Oh. I think Oscar
I wanna-
goes up to Malcolm and will try to help whatever Patrick's doing by providing a like distraction. Not
Well,
on purpose.
Patrick's still inside the roller rink. So
Oh,
if
okay.
Oscar is like out
Yeah,
in the
he would
parking lot-
if he saw him, he would immediately go up to him and be like, "Hey man, I don't know what your deal is with Calvin, but that sucked and you could have really hurt him or anybody else."
Okay, wait. So, are you sticking around in the building to confront Malcolm?
Oh, I thought
Or-
Malcolm got kicked out too.
No.
Oh, okay. Then no.
Yeah.
Then I'm just outside the building by myself,
Yeah,
hoping
okay.
that my dad comes before the cops do.
Yeah. So, I guess Calvin, Oscar is just gone. Calvin, Niamh, and Ember get escorted out by this like burly, greasy teenager. And Patrick, what are you doing?
I think immediately after he puts out the fire and does damage control, he sees Malcolm over there and remembers Calvin calling him buddy, which means like the world to him. So his brain goes into heist mode and he reaches into his chemistry set, takes a couple of beakers, swirls around some chemicals, and like in like a little gelatinous orb, creates like a time release stink bomb.
Okay.
Like when Malcolm like sweats or sits down, he is going to smell like skunk, and he's
All
going
right.
to try to sneak it into his back pocket.
Love it. Okay. Roll something.
Yes. Could I roll design for this?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. My plan, my hatched plan. Okay. Okay. So no, I don't want that one. I'll reroll that one. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. My outcome was a mixed success. And because my rocket move, is that okay if I use is this using my rocket rig or is this something else?
I think that's using your rocket rig.
Okay, because my rocket move is catalyst, I just get to pick my side effect.
Yeah.
Instead of having to roll it. And then my mood is it's fear. And that is actually my secret.
Okay.
So I'd like to do that one first.
Okay.
And I will like a ghost whisper into Malcolm's ear and reveal a frightening dream or an element of the dream that I've had. And I whisper to him, I said, "Hey, you're never going to know who said this, but I dream sometimes that people are set on fire when running through the streets. And that panic, it gets to you. It gets to your head. And it has a lasting effect, my friend. And I tap him on the shoulder. And I try to disappear into the crowd.
Amazing.
And I want to, as my side effect, learn something.
Okay.
And I want to learn how Malcolm is vulnerable.
Okay. Wow. Still processing. And you got, was that a partial success also?
Yeah.
I did
mixed
get a
success.
mixed success.
Mixed success. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. How is Malcolm vulnerable? And how do you learn this? I think it has something to do with his relationship with Calvin. Like, he is, maybe it's just like as you're kind of sneaking up and doing all of this stuff, he's joking with his friends, and you just get this feeling that like he's sort of fixated on Calvin, and there's something like complex there. Maybe not exactly like what it is, but is he jealous of him? Is he mad at him for something specific? There's something there more than just him being a dick. Yeah, and I think for your mixed success, I think that you should take a condition. So you succeed, it goes off fine, but you can, it's up to you what the condition is. It can be something, it's probably not physical because you like succeeded at this, but it can be emotional, it could be like mental, but it'll just be a descriptive word or phrase.
And it could be anything, or there are set conditions?
There aren't set conditions. The only thing set is there's physical, mental, and emotional.
Okay.
So like,
I think it's definitely mental, and I think my condition would be anxious.
yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that's so exciting. Okay. And then I get an experience point for revealing the dream or doing the prompt, or is it different with your secret one? Okay.
Nope, you get an experience for that. Did Cam's video freeze for everybody? Okay.
Oh.
The tech issues are real.
Yeah. And like I want to do one thing before we finish for tonight, just kind of quickly. But Cam, you have that that move that lets you do something for the rest of the session when you take a condition. You can roll that into next session, since this is the very end.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna jump ahead. The weekend passes. It's mostly normal. Niamh, you've kind of felt a little weird all weekend, this kind of tension at home of like, you know that your mom expects you to be a certain way and you're not really that, and you just feel like there should be a buffer, but it's just you and your mom and your stepdad, and there isn't a buffer there, and like it's just a weird feeling. Things are pretty normal otherwise. I guess Ember, you have that feeling of this like smaller town than you're used to, and it feels even like more sparse, like even smaller than usual. And Monday at school, things are normal. The hallways and classrooms are all about half empty, as they always are. It's quiet. Just like really high teacher to student ratio at your school, and just sort of a calm, quiet Monday, and eventually you have your free period and gather together in the science lab for Rocket Club, and quiet hallways outside. You can come through the door and take your seats. Brooke's there at the desk at the front, kind of like waves at you and doesn't pay much attention otherwise. And let me see. I think David, the only roll that you've made so far has been for the rocket. So give me a roll for just kind of like noticing or remembering something. It could be grace. You could maybe design.
Yeah, they're the same. So I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I left those as ones because I think it makes sense for the trebuchet incident that propulsion and impact would be his two priorities. So yeah, we'll go with grace, as I think Oscar lacks a little bit of that. I got one reroll. Ooh, very middling. Oh shit. Which one should I? Sorry, I only have one reroll. I need to make sure. Where's our little cheat sheet? That's a weird meme. 3. Ooh, maybe I'm fine with looking foolish. Do I want a success? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Oscar can look foolish for a little bit. We'll try the reroll to try to get a success. I rolled a 3, a 3, and a 4.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. Oscar is really distracted.
Okay, so a 1, a 3, and a 4?
And a 4.
Interesting. Misfire. Things go badly as
Yeah,
you're
everybody was rolling hot earlier. This is
trying to
this is
remember.
bound to happen.
Or notice something. So you're going to take a condition.
Okay.
I think what's going on is like things are not right. Like there's this gap. There's like something wrong and you can't get it. Like
Yeah.
you can't figure out what it is.
Yeah. It feels like almost like, I think the word I'm thinking of is like distracted, but it's almost like worse than that. It's like when I used to go out to sea for long periods of time, sometimes you come back and you have like bouts of what you call like land sickness, where you just like feel weird being right, like the equilibrium of solid land becomes like unfamiliar to you. And I think it's like almost that in the one place where he felt the most secure before outside of his house. And Mr.
Yeah.
Daughtry's shack.
Right. So how do you look foolish and you do your mood prompt too? Hope is interesting.
Okay. I think Oscar has been like stewing a bit and doing that thing where you confront someone in your head. Like almost that thing like where you do it, you're like, oh shit, like that was the perfect thing to say afterwards. But because he never got to confront Malcolm, he got to do like the prep work for it. But instead of like refining the one thing he was gonna say, he mixed up the metaphors and was like, and I think just like went to try to go be tough to Malcolm and just like fully beefs it and sounds dumb and everybody kind of laughs.
Here, let me reroute that a little bit. What was the thing that you would have said to Malcolm?
I think Oscar would have went up and was like, you think it's so cool to be to try to hurt others, but really you just end up hurting everyone else in yourself.
Yeah, so you just say that out loud while like sitting with the rest of the Rocket Club. And also, who's Malcolm? Is what resonates in your mind. So what's your hope prompt?
What the fuck? My hope prompt is what story does this feeling? Oh no, I changed that because that's my my one that I changed. Hope. I put the hope that's related to his fear, which is should I reveal that or
Well,
how
the
should I go?
prompt should be like
Oh, just the prompt
something
should be
to
different.
do. Yeah.
Okay. Um. Well, it is kind of related, I guess. I can say it without like doing it. The hope is like things will get better. That things feel really rough, and like maybe this is one of the lowest feelings of like, did I make somebody up? What happened?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think it's like a sad kind of hope, right? It's like that like one glimmer of like, how much lower can I get? I hope this is the bottom.
That's a sad hope.
Hey, I'm trying to be creative with the rolls.
Yeah.
The universe gave me a set of die.
Right. Yeah, so I think as Oscar makes this like outburst, maybe around the same time, let's see. Maybe Calvin? Like this thought comes into your mind, where's Macon?
Yeah, where is me?
Yeah.
And when you say that, I think everybody's like response is, who's Macon? But you recognize that there's like someone missing. Maybe more than one someone is like missing.
Can I actually cash in my move right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love to use insight. And I
Okay.
think technically I consider Malcolm as an enemy. So I would love to once per game ask you a question about someone I consider an enemy.
Yeah.
And I want to know what is happening and why I am having trouble remembering him.
Yeah, so I think like you had that moment where you like whispered that thing, you were like revealing something to him. I think like that's still in your mind and you can like focus and come back to that like moment in the roller rink. And you don't like you can't quite remember him, but you know that he's there. And that I think my answer is we'll say you remember doing that. You remember you still feel the anxiety of it. You remember leaving, walking away from all those people in the roller rink, walking out, closing the door, and that's when they were all gone.
They were all gone?
Yeah.
Oh my God. The trip.
And that's where I'd like to end it.
Oh my gosh. That was wild. That was wild. Hey, you know what? Thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching this fun little game of Rocket Club. We're just a bunch of kids. We're just messing around. Thank you, Em, for being a wonderful guide and for writing this very awesome game. I think I'm not the only one who thinks it, but I had a great time playing and exploring this, and I'm excited to do more. Why don't we go around the horn one more time and say who we are and who we played. And you know what? Say one cool thing that you liked about it, because I'm in charge right now. What is one thing you liked about this session? I'll start. My name is Cam. Use any pronouns. I played Patwick. He uses he, him pronouns. And one thing I loved about this game was I really loved that rocket surgery. Like coming up with the pluses and the minus of the re-rolls based on the questions that we ask. I thought that was like a really cool mechanic, and it was a cool way to like bring us together and make some cool boots. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I'm Sera, she, her. I've been playing Calvin, he, him. And what I loved the most was getting to describe the cool rocket skate tricks that I got to do as Calvin today. It was a blast.
Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm playing Niamh. We both use the she, her pronouns, and I've really liked the mechanic that sort of makes you think about an action in different perspectives, like your mood, the side effect, and the outcome. I think that's a really cool, well-rounded way to think of something, not just I hit the guy. It's pretty cool. It's fun. I like it a lot.
My name is David. I played Oscar, he, him. I enjoyed Cameron's description of Patrick's hands.
Delightful.
That was arguably my favorite moment all day, even above table. No, but really, I like close brushing up against what Courtney said. I think it was such an interesting way to think about game design as you're playing it, in the way that like it is so much more dynamic, even though the rules are more simplified. So it like allows for more creativity without creating more complexity, which is, I think, a testament to M's both creativity and genius. So that was very cool. I was thinking about that a lot as we were going through these roles.
And hey guys,
like
I'm
easy on ramp. Sorry.
No, stop. It's Oscar can't stop talking. Neither can David. It's all good. No, it's all. We can't say enough good things about Em and their genius. Hi everybody. I'm Eli. They them. I am playing Ember. She her. I had something in my head, and then you brought up the creepy hands, and now that's all I can think of. Yeah, no, I really enjoy how the mood prompts, because it does help, like those mood prompts really having those kind of pre-filled, it makes it so much easier, and makes it easier to be creative, because there's a pathway. So like it's not like this like theoretical, like how does this mood make me feel? It's like, no, it specifically in this situation, how are you feeling based on this question, or are you going to do this prompt? Watching Cam aggressively not do their prompt over and over was perfect. So it was wonderful. I think we throw it to Em, like introduce yourself again, and also what was the thing that you enjoyed in this session?
Hey, I'm Em Hubbard, they, them, and yeah, just playing with you awesome people. It was amazing. You're all the best. And I loved everything you did with the characters. And yes, I think also I would second the refusing to do the prompt or doing it in your head. It was amazing. And also David's last completely disastrous role was a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But well, thank you all, and thanks for listening or watching
And listening.
Thank you all for watching. Yes, and listening. Please play this game. It's going to be amazing. And you know what else you should do?
Subscribe. Get in Discord.
hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow us on all the social medias, watch us on Twitch, watch us on YouTube, and get in that Discord. This is Rocket
Just a
Club
couple
signing
clickers
out.
away.
Streaming Rainbow.
Check out our link tree.
Even Patrick could do it.